"Nice dress," the sniper muttered, loud enough for his squad to hear. Laughter rippled through the firing line as the woman crossed the range in civilian clothes, heels sinking slightly into dust meant for boots. She didn't flinch. She kept walking. But inside her chest, something old and sharp woke up because she hadn't worn a uniform in years. And she hadn't been mocked in even longer. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're rewatching from. I love knowing who's listening. Her name was Rowan Hale, though the name no longer carried rank. The dress wasn't for attention. It was for necessity. She'd arrived late after a call that didn't explain much, only that a training exercise had stalled and a decision-maker was needed. She had chosen the fastest route, not the right outfit. People saw fabric. They missed the posture. The quiet economy of movement. The way she scanned the wind without looking like she was looking. The range lay open under a pale sky. Heat shimmered above packed earth. Targets stood at impossible distances, white shapes flickering in mirage. The sniper team moved with practiced confidence, rifles cradled, jokes sharp, pride sharper. Rowan felt their eyes. She felt the judgment. It pricked, but it didn't pierce. She stopped near the line and waited. Dust stirred around her ankles. Somewhere a casing clinked. The wind sighed through scrub grass, changing direction just enough to matter. The sniper who'd mocked her young, gifted, careless, just at his scope. "You lost?" he asked, still smiling. Rowan met his gaze, just watching. He snorted. "This isn't a fashion show." A few more laughs. Then quiet as a senior instructor approached, frowning. "We're holding," he said. "Wind's inconsistent." Rowan nodded. "It'll settle in 12 seconds. The instructor blinked. The sniper scoffed. 12 seconds passed. The wind eased, steadying into a narrow corridor. The range went still. A micro cliffhanger hung in the air. She thought she'd never feel this again. She was wrong. The instructor cleared his throat. "You want to explain that?" Rowan didn't answer. She knelt, the dress creasing at the hem, and picked up a spare rifle without ceremony. The metal was warm, familiar. Her hands remembered what her life had tried to forget. She adjusted the bipod, checked the chamber, and breathed not deep, not shallow, just right. The sniper laughed once, then stopped. Rowan fired. The shot was clean. The far target shuddered, dead center, the sound returning a heartbeat later. A murmur ran through the line. She didn't look up. She adjusted, waited for the next whisper of air, and fired again. And again. 3 shots. 3 truths. Silence settled, thick and reverent. She stood, brushed dust from her knees, and rolled her sleeve without thinking. The fabric slid back to reveal ink weathered by salt and suna, trident and eagle, understated, exact. A seal tattoo earned the hard way when nights were long and names were shorter. The sniper's face drained of color. Someone else hailed. Someone else swore softly. The instructor straightened as if a wire had been pulled through his spine. "Ma'am," he said, voice suddenly careful. Rowan lowered her sleeve. "Can keep training," she said. "But you're training wrong." Moral tension crackled. Sniper swallowed, pride warring with respect. "We're within acceptable variance," he said too quickly. Rowan looked at him not unkindly. "Acceptable gets people hurt. Wind isn't a number. It's a conversation. You listen, or you miss." He bristled, then hesitated. The range waited. He nodded once. "Show us." They moved together then, like a tide finding its shape. Rowan repositioned shooters, adjusted spacing, changed cadence. She spoke little. When she did, it mattered. The team recalibrated, breath by breath, shot by shot. Targets fell in a rhythm that felt like mercy. When it was over, the applause came without prompting, short, respectful, earned. The sniper approached her, helmet tucked under his arm, eyes lowered. "I shouldn't have." He stopped, searching for words that didn't bruise. Rowan held up a hand. "You didn't know," she said, "but now you do, so do better." He nodded, a grin breaking through humility. "Yes, ma'am." As the range emptied, Rowan lingered. The sun dipped. The air cooled. She touched the tattoo once, a private benediction. She had left the teams to keep a promise to herself to live, not just survive. but the skills hadn't left her. They never do. Because kindness doesn't vanish. It waits, and it finds its way back. And just like the dress that drew laughter before revealing a life beneath it, truth has a way of arriving quietly, asking only that we listen before we judge. If this story stayed with you, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Whispered Words for more cinematic tales of hidden strength, earned humility, and the courage to become more than the first impression. Your voice matters, and your support keeps these stories alive.